Welcome to this week's BBO Weekly Free Instant Tournament and my attempt to show how you might play it. Just to say that if you do like these and find them useful, that just down below the video in YouTube is a like, dislike button, thumbs up and thumbs down, and it would help me if you click the like button. Or indeed tell me that you don't want this by clicking the not like button, and then I won't bother doing them again. All right, okay, so we're at board one. Partners passed. Not surprisingly that I have the best hand and I've got a reasonably flat 17 count. Everybody else will have less than that. So the robot plays a 15 to 17 no trump. So there we go. Two diamonds, transfer to hearts, and the robot usually uses this when it just wants to play in two hearts. It has other ways of dealing with stronger hands, unlike the normal ACL process. So here we see that it's 5-5 in the majors, and really it could have made a much better effort, especially off a strong no trump. I actually quite happily treat this hand as game forcing and see where we could get. Anyway, let's see if the Queen of Clubs holds. I doubt it very much. No, so we're going to take, there's no reason not to take the ace. Right. So ours is the strong hand. It's best to treat the dummy as the master hand. So our heart trumps are not very good. We're going to have to, but our spades are, so we expect them to run once we've drawn trumps. We shouldn't lose a club now, and we should only lose one diamond. So we should be making the contract quite comfortably. The difficulty is if they force us with clubs, they keep on leading clubs. We have to, if we trump them, then we've only got 7 trumps, so they've got 6, and they'll divide 4-2 or worse more often than they'll divide 3-3. Just the simple rule, in case you're not aware of it, is that if the opponents have an even number of cards, they will break unevenly more often than evenly. So a 3-3 break is only about a 36% chance. 4-2 is about 50%, and then the rest of it's made up with the 5 ones and the 6 nils. But if there's an odd number of cards out there, so if they've only got 5, they'll break as close to even as possible, 3-2, the majority of the time. So if you're only missing 5 cards, if you've got an 8-card fit, so you're missing 5 cards, they'll break 3-2 about 66% of the time. So that's, if you've got the choice between a 3-3 break and a finesse, the finesse is a better chance, 50%. If you've got the chance between a 3-2 break and a finesse, the 3-2 break is a better chance. So here our problem is we'd really like to cross to dummy and in order to lead trumps towards the queen, but this is difficult. A, we'll probably might set up spade roughs for them, and B, we're short of entries to the dummy outside of trumps, and we might get all our trumps used up at the point where we need a spade entry to dummy. So we could lead the 10 to the queen, which would leave the 6 to the 9 as a 4th round entry to spades. But there are, the risk of a rough, etc. Everything points to we just got to lead from this hand and expect to lose 3 trumps to go with 1 diamond. Hopefully is what we're hoping for, but we may have to lose more than that. So should we start with the queen or the 5? I'll start with the 5. Or best not to give them too many clues as to what we've got. So we'll play the 9, so the jack's going to win. And another club comes. this is a problem. If we ruff, we're likely to be forced again, and that will be difficult. So I may well be playing for one off here, but I'm going to throw my diamond loser away. So that's good. They didn't carry on with clubs, right, which would have been nasty for me because I don't have another loser to throw or expect all the spades to be winners, but they've led a diamond, so that's good. So now I can take that ace of diamonds. So I just threw a loser on a loser there. Now, although I still might lose a club, they haven't forced me before I've played the second round of trumps. Right. And now they've played a spade. Well, I want to draw trumps. So once again, I am looking at keeping the entries intact. So I'm going to play the 10 of spades now and overtake with the queen. That means that the 6 to the 7 will be I'll be able to play that on the fourth round of trumps. I'm going to play another trump now. If they are 3-3, they'll all be gone and I can crack on. If they're not, I'll be doing something else. I've got to keep all my spades and throw a diamond away. And they are 3-3. That's good news. No more trumps out. I can happily ruff this and suit. With no more trumps out, everybody followed to the first round of spades. So, and I had 9 spades in my hand. So they have 2 of them. They only had 4. 2 of them are gone. So there's only 2 more. So I can draw the spade trumps and get back to my hand with the 6 to the 7 of spades. As it happens, I could get back with the trump because they were 3-3. If they hadn't been 3-3, it would have been more crucial that I had a late entry in spades. But now I can just claim that I'm going to make the rest of the tricks. And there we are, 140, which is worth a little bit more than average. I suspect most people were doing the same thing. If you look at what happened at other tables, 2 hearts plus 1 was quite common, but obviously spades is much better. And the robot didn't give us a chance to play in spades, but there we are. All right, here we are. This doesn't look a very nice hand to be the best hand. So there we are, 7, 10, 12 points. So if we're playing Akol, we'd have a weak no trump opening. Obviously, the robot doesn't play that. It plays strong no trump and 5 card majors. So we have to open this hand 1 diamond. 1 spade from partner, 2 double from this hand. Everybody is getting into the action here. What we do know is that we have the best hand with 12 points. So this is the extra bit of deduction that's not like real bridge. You know, if you were playing with genuinely random hands, you wouldn't be so sure about that, but we can be. So partner should have 6 points there, so it's pretty close, but you know, it's pretty closely divided. We've got a heart stop here, so our choices are either 2 no trumps, which I think, if we just have a quick look, it's not a jump in no trumps, so it thinks that 2 no trumps would be 18 points. So obviously I can't do that. The robot thinks how much. So my other alternative, which I probably have done anyway, even if that wasn't the case, is pass, because partner might want to reopen with the double, which I might be prepared to pass for penalties, or they may want to show they've got 5 or 6 spades, or they may want to support diamonds, or they may want to bid no trumps themselves. That's unlikely, it seems. But we'll pass for now and see what happens. And so here we go. Partner's bid 3 clubs. So partner's got 11 plus total points, 4 clubs, not 4 diamonds, only 4 plus spades. But so what we're going to do here, I think we've got to take a punt on 3 no trumps. If they start with hearts, we should have 2 heart tricks. the clubs got a good chance of being worth 3 or 4 tricks. Diamonds may not be worth much, but we may be able to set up spades, and they probably won't lead diamonds because we bid them. So we don't really have enough points. We know that hand passed. We know that we've got the best hand. We know there's only 23 points, but 3 clubs or 3 spades any more likely to make than 3 no trumps? I think not. I don't like the robot's 3 club bid after I've passed. I'd much prefer a double to show clubs to take out. So I'm going to bid 3 no trumps. I may well go 1 off, but I think the robot would have gone 1 off in 3 clubs if that was the case. So we might as well make the bid that has the biggest upside. And they've led clubs, surprisingly, not their heart suit. As you can see, diamonds is the weakness, but we do have a nice fitting spades, nice fitting clubs. So maybe we would have made 3 clubs. So we better make 3 no trumps. The club lead looks like we'll make 4 club tricks. 3 spade tricks is 7. We could just make the 2 heart tricks then. And we might try losing just 2 hearts and 2 trumps, but we may, if we have to lead hearts, the odds are that we'll only make 1 extra heart trick. So we'll play low on the clubs. We are short of entries to our hand, you'll notice, but in queen of clubs should be. So let's see what they do. They might switch to hearts now. They do. And we can't really afford to do anything else than play the queen. The king comes. Now they go to the 7 of spades. Now we're regretting what we did that, because we can't duck a spade, because if we were to duck a spade now, the spades might all be good. But let's play the 3, 10, and take the queen. We still need an entry to our hand. We may as well set up our extra heart trick, which will be our 8th trick. It could be that all the spades will come in. We set up. Well, we've lost 2 tricks. Perhaps we won't do that. We've lost 2 tricks so far. We give them a heart trick. They've got 2 diamond tricks to take, and we'll be 1 off. So perhaps we need to rely on them making a mistake and all the spades being 3-3. Yes. So we haven't got time to set up our slow heart trick, because they almost certainly then will switch to diamonds. And I have to make a discard from dummy if I play a heart. So no, having won the queen of spades, I'm going to play the king. Clubs. And now the queen of clubs. And they're throwing hearts. I've got 3 winners when they get in, so they can see the spade situation. I'm going to throw this heart loser away. Now, so I couldn't, in fact, as it happens, have afforded to throw my king or queen of clubs underneath the ace to unblock them and leave the entry position better. And the 10 would have been winning. I'm going to get rid of a diamond. All right. Oh, well. No, as we thought, it's not going to do. We have to throw up. They've thrown another heart away. They're not going to set me up a heart. I'm hoping they're going to set me up a diamond instead. I'm going to have to give up this spade trick. And I'm going 2 down. So 3 clubs would have been a good contract. I made that was wrong to bid on. I should have trusted the robot that knew what it was doing. And you'll see I only got 17% for that. 3 clubs, did go one off lots of times, but I went 2 off in 3 no trumps, so I had to get out for 1 off. So maybe I should have ducked a spade earlier. If I'd played for 1 off from the start, then I might have got a better score rather than looking to see if I could make it. But the entries were problematic. Right, it's a shame that they didn't start off with hearts like I hoped they would. Right, so we move on to board 3. We've got a nice hand here, 15 points, but we've got a singleton, and they don't like us opening 1 no trump with a singleton. But we would do it sometimes. But here we've got a reasonable structure to bid into, so start with 1 spade. 2 clubs from the robots. So this is game forcing. They play 2 over 1. So they've got 13 plus high card points to bid 2 clubs. So they're forcing to game now. So we can now bid. The advantage of playing 2 over 1 is that we can now bid slowly, knowing that partner won't pass. That I can now just bid 2 diamonds quite peacefully, despite the fact I got 15 points. I might have to do something a bit more if we were playing Akol, and this only promised 10 points. 2 clubs only promised 10 points. Playing 2 over 1, I can bid 2 diamonds, knowing that my partner won't pass, and the partner just says 3 no trumps. Right, well, I haven't got enough to think that we should go on beyond that. One of the principles of playing 2 over 1 game forcing is that when you're in, and this is common to every system, if you're in a game forcing situation, the weakest bid you can make is to bid game directly. That says, I'm just interested. I know we're going to game. I'm not interested in slam. We're just bidding game now, and that's it. So I'm going to pass. And here we are in 3 no trumps. So they've led a heart rather than a club, which is kind of good news. We've got to be reasonably hopeful that we'll come in with 5 spades. We're definitely making 4 of them, but we've got 7 between us. So I say their 6 are not likely to divide 3-3, but they are quite likely to divide 4-2. And we're happy if they divide 3-3 or 4-2, we'll come to 5 spades. So that, and the 2 hearts would make 7, the club would make 8, the ace of diamonds would make 9, and we should be able to come to 10. So they've made that lead favourable to us. We should be able to set up another diamond trick quite quickly. Just a question of which way we want to play diamonds. The choice is to lead the queen of diamonds, play this hand for the king. If they don't, they'll cover it and we win the ace, and then we could lead back to the 9, playing the east hand for the 10. Or we could just play to the ace and then play low towards the queen jack, playing for the east hand to have the king. I think that's the better line. So now we just need to look at the entry situation. We're going to play diamond to the ace first. I haven't got many entries to my hand, so I'm going to let this heart run around to dummy. I expect a big one to appear there. Just a 10. I don't want to duck because I don't want them to switch to clubs. I'm going to take the ace. I'm going to play the ace of diamonds. I'm playing this and the 10 drops, so that means these are all equal against the king. I can knock out the king and I'll have 2 more diamond tricks. And it may be that this hand had king 10 and I could have got 4 diamond tricks. But playing this way, I only need the king to be favourable to make 3 tricks, whereas if I led the queen towards the ace, I'd need the king there and the 10, the king in the west hand and the 10 in the east hand in order to make the 3 tricks. So this played just for something good to happen with the king. So I'm going to lead the 2 now. And the king was there. and the 10 was there. So, and the 10 was singleton. So whatever we did, we come out with those results. Now the Queen of Hearts is led. Should we play that? I think now's the time to do a bit. Let's see how many tricks we have off the top. Now, these are winners. We've got the ace of clubs for that. Yeah, I hope all the spades are winners. So we've only got the one loser probably. So now in this situation, we don't want to lose that trick now. We'll play the king. 3. I wonder where the Jack of Hearts is. Right. Having done that, we've got an entry to this hand in diamonds if we need it. We're going to play now to see if anything interesting can happen in clubs and hearts, in effect, if the spades behave. So let's see if the spades are behaving. And no, they're not. So the spades have broken 5-1. Right. So what are we going to do here? We have 2 losers. So what are the possibilities for not losing 2 more tricks, only losing 1 more trick? If we had 7 hearts between us, so they had 6. If they're 3-3, then we can just play a heart. They win the heart, and then we can. That means the 4th heart in dummy will be good, the last heart, and we have an entry in the ace of clubs. We've got entries to my hand in diamonds, so we're all flexible, so we can try that. There probably isn't another chance now. Just if this hand had king, queen, jack of clubs, queen of hearts and spades, then we could get 2 tricks out of it, but there isn't enough room in the hand for that. So it does look like the best chance is to see if we can set up a heart. If we don't, we lose 2 heart tricks and we'll throw the spade loser away and make the other tricks. So that looks like the best chance. And equally, even if this hand has 4 hearts to the jack, then we'll 2 hearts left to go with the 3 spades. Then we will make an extra trick. So the best chance looks to be to lead the 5 of hearts, and as expected, that doesn't happen. 8. I cash the hearts, we throw our losing spade away. That hand throws its spade away, it doesn't need it anymore. And the 7 of clubs goes to the ace. And now I can lead the 5 of diamonds, and all my hand is good. And I can claim 10 tricks. But 10 tricks is worth 67.9%. But so as it happens, I might have done better to duck the 2nd round of hearts and try and play a double squeeze. But that's against the odds. If I would be giving up a trick unnecessarily if spades were 4-2 or 3-3. So on to board 4. The robot's doing some bidding. 1 heart. So we've got 12 points. The robot can't have more than us. What are we going to do here? There's a lot to be said for passing and letting see what they happen, because they're in a forcing auction. They're still going to bid on. But I think this is the one and only chance to mention clubs. It may be that they have a spade fit and we have a club fit. So I'm going to bid 2 clubs here. Yeah, I'll bid 2 hearts. So we do have a club fit. Partners raised clubs. I'm not going on anymore. I've stuck my neck out by bidding 2 clubs vulnerable. They don't seem to have a fit. Or if it is, it's in diamonds and they haven't found it. Getting partner to turn up with, he only has 3 clubs. I hoped he had 4. So we can see this hand's leading hearts, the king. If we look at the auction, they bid them twice, so they're going to have at least 5, possibly 6. So East is not going to have any, and they're going to rough. But the question is, do they have the ace of spades, which will mean that we've only got 1 spade loser. Hopefully this hand won't be roughing spades as well, but it could be happening. They can see that. We're going to play the 2. This hand is obviously going to discard, so I might as well just play the 4. Well, I won't be fooling anybody. All right, so they're getting the rough immediately. Now, rather than cashing their winner and setting my winners up. So there's the ace of spades there. So my news is probably this hand only has a singleton spade and my king's going to get roughed. Yep. So I'm in quite a lot of trouble here. Ace of hearts, cashing that winner. All right. Oh, let's trump the ace of hearts in order to lead another spade. Well, that's slightly good news because now my jack of hearts is a winner and they've trumped a total of 3 times. So they only have 2 clubs left between them. So I can quite happily rough this spade high. I'm 1 off at the moment. It does look like I'm going to be 2 off because I don't get rid of this diamond. So I don't want to be more than 1 off, but I don't think there's a way of avoiding it. The jack of spades is not good because this hand has the queen of spades. The jack of hearts is good, so I could throw a diamond away, but that won't do me much good because I've got 2 diamonds. So, and am I likely to sneak anything through? Just counting, we know that this hand started off with ace queen of spades. This hand started off with ace king of hearts. Really, this hand can't have an opening bid unless they have the king of diamonds. And yeah, we might know if we might normally try an end play, but we haven't got to get them to lead away from the king of diamonds, but we're not going to be able to do that. So it looks like we're going to have to settle for 1 off. Still, let's draw their 2 trumps. Leave the jack of spades, which is going to get covered. The trumpet. We'll lead the jack of hearts. And the diamonds away. Well, not a lot to be done. It's going to be a bad score for us. Ace of diamonds. 5, 7. And as we knew, the king is here to take this trick. So I think we were right to chance our 2 clubs, but the robot shouldn't have bid 3 clubs without 4 of them. And then it would have been shorter somewhere else, and we would have been we would have been 1 off, which would have been all right. But we still got 46%. I'm surprised that that's what happened at other tables. Lots of people were in 3 clubs -2. But there was presumably some even worse scores lower down. All right, so on to board 5, and we could do with picking up a bit. And so we got our nice 15 points. All the points are concentrated in the 2 suits. So we'd rather had a 3-1 in the other 2 suits rather than 2-2. That would have been slightly more powerful, but this is good enough to bid a reverse. 15 points, if all the points are in the two suits, is enough for reverse, despite the 2-2 in the other two suits. So I'm going to open one club, which is pretty nebulous. One diamond double. So this double you see shows 4 hearts and 4 spades. 5 to 11 points. Come round to me. I'm going to jump to 2 hearts here to show not just 4 hearts, but extra points. It says 16 to 18 total points. My hand is worth more than just the 15. And so now we've gone to 4 hearts. The danger is that we could lose 4 tricks off the top. That's why 3-1 would have been nicer than 2-2 for the side suits. Here we go. Right. So yeah, they've led the club, which is good news. You can see that if the ace and queen of diamonds are in the east hand, they could have taken, and a diamond was led, they could take 2 diamonds and 2 spades off the top. That's always the danger with this structure. But here we can see that we can get 3 discards on the clubs. And so if hearts are at 3-2, as we hope they will be, we could throw either all the diamonds or better, probably 3 of the spades, and just lose 1 spade and possibly 2, if we could, provided we can get a spade ruff in dummy. So we do need the trumps to be 3-2, and we need the ace of clubs not to get ruffed. Right. Okay. Let's see. Now, if the trumps are not 3-2, we're going to need something nice to happen in diamonds. So I think I'm going to start with the jack of hearts, because and they're not 3-2. So I do need something nice to happen in diamonds so that we don't, have a diamond loser. I can't afford to draw all the trumps, otherwise they'll cash too many tricks. And indeed, you can see that if they attack spades, I'm in quite a lot of trouble. So I'm going to play diamonds now and see what happens. And the robot very nicely goes up with the ace. They usually do, nearly towards the king. So now they're going to cash their spades, which is going to sadly create no, they didn't. Right. So this isn't ruffed. We should be all right. The king. Okay, so we've lost 2 tricks, but the king of diamonds is a winner. So now we can afford to draw trumps, run our winners, and we'll see what will happen. They haven't defended very well. So cash our 2 heart winners. Right, so there are no more trumps out. So now we're going to throw all our spades from on the clubs, just on the off chance that something interesting happens. I'm not really going to take the diamond finesse and risk going down. Oh, they've thrown the queen of diamonds away. Right, excellent. So the robots are not defending very well. And I'm going to lead the 2 of diamonds and make the last 2 tricks, so I can just claim that. And 4 hearts plus 1 is 100%. Well, we needed one of those. What did the tables do? Some made 4 hearts, but lots of people didn't. But essentially, the robot didn't defend very well against us, and we played the right way. So next hand, we've got 13 points, not very nice 13, a 4-4-4-1, and the singleton is a king. So really, we're not worth much more than 10 points. But 1 heart from east, so they've opened one of our suits. So we've got nothing to say at the moment. So we'll just pass. 1 spade from there. 2 diamonds from our partner. Right. Well, so they're promising 10 plus high card points. They can't have that much because we've got 13. It does look like West has not got very much. So we have 13. So North's got 10, that's 23. We give him 6 for having to respond, that's 29. We can see that East only has 11 points for their opening bid. So realistically, King of Diamonds, partner's got something outside of diamonds, which hopefully will be an entry. I'd like King X of Diamonds to be able to bid 2 no trumps here, but 2 no trumps has got to be the sensible bid. I don't think anybody's got a fit, but we should have the majority of points. We should have about 22, 23 points. So, all right, so here we go. 9 of hearts, we've got eventually a spade stop. The diamonds are not very pretty, except that I'm missing the 8s there. 2, they got 5, we've got 6 between us, so they got 7. 7 of them, if you remember, when there's an odd number out, more than 50% of the time, they will divide as close to even as possible, so 4-3. So, given that we're short of entries to dummy, one possibility in playing the diamonds is to play the king and overtake with the ace, and then play the jack to knock out the queen, and hope that the rest of the diamonds are then good. We'll only need the 1 entry. Whereas if we play the king, don't overtake with the ace, use an entry to dummy, create an entry to dummy possibly, play the ace and then knock out the queen, we still need another entry to get to the winning diamonds. So by overtaking the king with the ace, we will only need 1 entry to dummy to run the diamonds. I say run the diamonds, the danger is that the 7 won't be a winner, that the 8 will win the 5th round. But the odds are that they'll be their diamonds will be 4-3, and so the 8 will have come down on the 4th round and the 7 will be a winner. And even if they're 5-2 or 6-1, the 8 might be in the doubleton or the singleton. So this is well above the odds that if I play the king of diamonds and overtake with the ace and get back across there, I'll be making 4 diamond tricks, and that's what I really need to do. 9 of hearts is led. If you recall the bidding, it was East who bid 1 heart, showing at least 5 of them. So we know this is a singleton. We know East has exactly 5. How do we know that? We've got 7, so they've got 6. We know this has got 5 or more. This one's turned up with 1, so that's a singleton. Do we want to cover it with the 10 and win with the queen in our hand if they put the jack on? It might be, if we play low, I think the robot won't put up the ace, they'll put the jack on. No, they won't, they'll play low and force the queen. So all in all, we will set up more 3 winners if we put the 10 on. And that might prompt the ace, which is excellent, or it might prompt the jack, but the 8 in the end will be a winner then. But we may be short of entries to dummy. So we will put the 10 on and see what happens. I thought the robot plays the jack. But now they can't play hearts without giving us tricks. So I'm now going to, and you'll notice if they play clubs, they're likely to give us a trick because the king, ace of king is likely to capture the queen or jack. This hand only has ace jack in hearts. They're probably going to turn up with the queen of diamonds. This hand probably has one of the, well, maybe not, maybe the queen of diamonds is here and this has the ace of spades, so there's 6 tricks. We need to set up diamonds. There's no reason to play any other suit because that will help them. The jack of diamonds. Aha. So the diamonds do break badly. The 8 isn't falling. So we will, this hand's thrown away a heart, one of their 5 hearts, which suggests that they do have the clubs. So they only had 5 hearts and 1 diamond, that's 6. So they got 7 cards in the black suits. And this hand we know has got at least 4, which means they can't have more than 2 spades. So that means that this hand has got 5 clubs, at least, and probably exactly 5 because they open 1 heart and not 1 club. So we think East has got 5 hearts, 5 clubs, 2 spades and 1 diamond. So this hand sat here with 4 spades, 1 heart, 5 diamonds, and therefore and 2 clubs. Is that right? So looking here at 4 spades, could they have 5 spades and this hand have 1 spade? No, as I say, they would then have 6 clubs. So they'll have 2 spades. So this hand only has 4 spades. We know that they had 7. They turned up with 6 diamonds. Yes, sorry, 6 diamonds, 4 spades, 1 heart, and 2 clubs. So, can we now afford? I wonder what are those clubs? Can we afford to, if we don't play the 3 of spades, if we just throw a heart away for now, that gives up one of our heart winners. But 10 of spades is looking increasingly crucial. And as we say, there are 4 spades here and 4 spades in west, 2 spades in the east. So the 10 of spades is twice as likely to be in the west hand as the east hand. But that could be key to getting an entry to these 2 winning diamonds. And if it is, do we need the 8 of spades? As by keeping 4 spades, we make it not safe for this hand really to play spades because they could set up the 4th round of spades. By throwing this away, we think that this hand may get in with a spade, but by playing hearts, they'll give us a heart trick. So I'm going to throw the 2 of hearts. There's a lot of ones in there. The Queen of Diamonds wins. They're exiting with a club. We know this hand has 2 clubs. So we want to keep the 9. I think we will. We think now that this hand has had the Queen and Jack of clubs. So we're going to win the ace here. So we think the club finesse is going to work. And that's where we're going to go for some of our tricks. We've got 3 so far. 2 diamonds is 5. We think we can make 2 clubs is 7. So we're still going to need some more tricks from somewhere. And the aim will be to throw this, either to set up a heart or throw this hand in to give us a heart. But we're here now, and now we need to play spades. And this is where the 10 of spades becomes crucial. We're pretty sure that this hand's got probably only the ace of spades, and this hand has the king of spades. So we need this hand to have the 10 of spades in order to turn it up. Although we do know that this hand only has king doubled in spades. So we could play the Jack of spades to make sure of an entry to dummy. But we were looking, if possible, to have 2 spade tricks. So we're going to take a chance on the 10 of spades being right, and it is. So there's the king of spades. 3 of clubs comes now. Didn't expect to have to take this finesse at this point, but I think, as we expect, the king of this hand had the king, east row, but let's just check. Had the king of spades, had ace jack of hearts. That's king of spades, ace jack of hearts. That's 8 points. No more points in spades, no more points in hearts, no more points in diamonds. So although they're 5-5, I don't think they got enough to open the bidding without the queen and jack of clubs. So I'm going to play the 5. And that gets us to there. All right, and now we can play our winning diamond. And they're throwing clubs now because they think we're not getting in clubs. So now I've got 5 tricks. I could cash that for my 6th trick. And then if I play, we know this hand no longer has any more clubs or any more hearts. So if I do that, and we'll find that they have to give us the spades. So I'm going to lead the 9 of diamonds. I'm going to throw my 8 of hearts away now. And then I'm going to throw this hand in, throwing my 10 of clubs now. And I've still got a diamond, that's fine. I can, because remember we're only in 2 no trumps. I'll throw the 6 of hearts away. And I'm going to throw, I need to throw the king of clubs away. No, I'm going to throw the 4 of spades away. Ace of spades. I need to unblock the queen of spades from dummy. Throw my 8 of spades away. Now the 10 of spades come round to my jack, and my king of clubs is the winner. Oh, that was a lot of effort. You'll see it did result in 85%. But that was a good example of how you can actually count the whole hand in a hand like that, where there are serious distributions. Once you find out about a couple of suits, we found out about hearts and diamonds early on. That meant we could sort out the clubs and the spades, and also that we could sort out the point count as well, because they only just had enough for opening the bidding and responding. So that was pretty good. Just to say, I don't think anybody bid 3 no trumps there, did they? No. The crucial thing was actually being in no trumps and 2 no trumps and making it. And I think there are other ways that it could have been made. We could have thrown in fact, the east hand rather than the west hand. But here, this is a horrible hand, isn't it? Board 7. We've got 12 points. Very flat distribution. What do we do? I'd open it 1 no trump if I was playing Akol, simply because it's preemptive. It'll get in the way if the opponents have it. But here we know that this is the best hand. Nobody's got more than 12 points. The robot's got to have nice. I think I'm going to pass this. I'm happy to see this passed out. Right, so, and pass is 50%. Right, so sometimes I made 1 no trump by north, sometimes they didn't. So pays your money, takes your choice. Would I have made 1 no trump? Probably I would, I think. Don't know. Depends how the robot plays. So I'm probably finessing the 9 at some point of clubs. So it does. I think I probably have made 1 no trump. Anyway, so here we go. Last hand, 7 and 5, 12, 13 points. They've got fitting clubs. Partner's overcalled 1 heart. It's got 5. We've got 5. Singleton club. Spades are a bit worrying, but we've got this ace king of diamonds. 4 hearts has got to be the practical bid. You never know, they might even bid 5 clubs and we can double them and get them off when 4 hearts wasn't making. So, but 4 hearts. 5 clubs. Right, well, we got the ace, king of diamonds, ace of hearts. Partner shouldn't have just king, probably doesn't have just have king, queen of hearts. They've probably got another card. Hopefully isn't the queen of diamonds. So I'm going to double because I don't think we'll make 5 hearts. Partner didn't bid it. Oh, partner does bid it now. Once I've doubled, surely double was for penalties. Yeah, right. Oh well, partner's bid 5 hearts and they've doubled. I didn't think we should let them play in 5 clubs undoubled. Anyway, we're going to play in 5 hearts doubled now, which won't be pretty, I don't think. Well, it might be. Looks like we've got a club and a spade to lose, so maybe it will. Now, the danger is of the spade ruff. So I'll play the 5 here. So which I'd obviously do this, remembering that the north hand is the closed hand, so they don't know what I've got. So I can afford to play the queen here. I'm sure didn't matter. Right. So I've lost my 2 tricks. I can draw trumps and the jack of spades, ace, king, queen of diamonds. I'm fine, I'm making, so I can just claim this was very easy. The robot was right to bid 5 hearts with that extra distribution. 2, 4, 7 hearts. Don't know that they should have passed 5 clubs to start with, but once I doubled, I was certainly right to bid 5 hearts. And us getting doubled is obviously a bonus, so I can now claim the rest of the tricks. Contract making, only worth 53%. Obviously happens at a lot of tables. Won't let me see now what happened at the other tables, but we'll see that this was only good enough for equal third. I needed to get 62 or 68, so my board 2 is the real problem. I should have passed 3 clubs and got out for 1 off, and then I would probably have won. Trusted the robot's bidding, then it would only bid 3 clubs with 5 of them. So, and I conceivably could have done better there rather than passing. But I think pass was right in this function of the game. I would open 1 no trump in ACOL and probably made 1 no trump. So I hope you found that useful. If you did, please click the like button, just so that I know it's worthwhile doing this and that people are watching it. Thank you for watching. See you next week, hopefully.